Are you ready for this journey to your soul and looking at the search for love in a new way? Let's begin. Let me tell you why I'm so passionate about finding love. Because I've been through 2 divorces and I know how difficult it is. And from my journey, I got involved with guys for the wrong reasons. And sometimes we do that. And the first one was 7 years and the next one was 23. But it was an incompatibility, which I was not aware of. I was just playing out old ideas and old habits from the time when I grew up. And I knew no better. But I took this course with Ken Page, and I fell in love with it because it really, really restructures your thinking about love and about yourself. And you start honoring yourself. So some of the parts here I will be reading because I have compiled it all. So forgive me. So there is let's start. It was a French philosopher and Jesuit priest, and he was called Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. And he said, love alone is capable of uniting living beings in such a way as to complete and fulfill them. For it alone takes them and joins them by what is deepest within themselves. And that's really what this course is all about, that you find a partner who matches your depth. And how do we get there? Well, from our old map to love, we had to look good, we had to wear the right clothes, we had to become slimmer, we had to fix ourselves, and quite often, we learn to beat ourselves up. I'm not sexy enough, I'm not slim enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not enough. And Ken Page says that is actually the road to pain. And I understand it only too well. And so he discovered, because he lived it himself, that there are parts of us which we are not aware of, which are huge gifts. And he calls them the core gifts. So what it is about this course is to get away from superficiality and to dive deep into our souls and see what's there. And we can do that through all the things which we enjoy. And we can also do it to the things which hurt us. And I will teach you how to get there through meditations. I will also tell you about being in a gift zone. When you have really found a part of you through which you love, and you enjoy being with a person or you enjoy your life, you're in a gift zone and you want to experience more and more of these gift zones. It actually matches what Zorina was talking about yesterday, about the sweet spot, living in the sweet spot. So according to Ken, we want to try and find fulfillment. That is one of the key words, finding fulfillment in our love relationships, in our intimate relationships. And sometimes, we are inspired by a man or a woman, and sometimes we are deprived by a man or a woman, depending on whether we are heterosexual or lesbian or gay. And he says you need to discern between the times when you're inspired by a person because that brings you alive, or you are deprived of love and deprived of understanding. So let's begin this journey and excavate your authenticity, because what we want to do is I want to help you find your inner magic. Because when you find your inner magic, you will not tolerate partners that do not match your inner magic. Does that make sense up to now?
Thank you. It's very inspiring what you are saying, Charlotte. while you were talking, I had a few questions that came to my mind. Is it realistic to expect or think that you, with a partner, you are always in a sweet spot?
No, you won't be always in a sweet spot. But what happens is there needs to be a respect. Yeah. For example, I just give you an example of my life. I'm a very, very loyal woman. Very loyal. I was very loyal to my husband, but he couldn't be loyal. So he was hurting me through his disloyalty. In the end, I had to stay loyal enough to myself, and after lots of trials, I had to say no. I need to go my separate way. Yeah. So there will be these times where you are not together in the sweet spot, of course, but you're working it out through respect for each other and understanding. Yeah. So if my ex-husband would have understood or could have grasped my loyalty, he would have honored that gift and not wounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And another question that comes to my mind when I hear you speaking is that also Zorina was mentioning yesterday, like the other people are a reflection of ourselves. So the partner, maybe, I'm taking your example and I'm just making some assumptions. Like maybe the partner was not loyal to you from let's say yes, in certain aspects he was not loyal to you, and in those aspects that he was unloyal to you, you were loyal to him. I was wondering, maybe he was a mirror of some areas in your life where you were not loyal towards yourself.
Yes, exactly. I mean, in that I was loyal to him, but I needed to learn to really be loyal to my gift of loyalty. Because in that moment when I was loyal and he was disloyal, I would say, why am I so stupid? And why am I so stupid? And I'm loyal to him. Instead of which I should have said, I'm a loyal person and I'm very loyal to him. That is my gift. I love through being loyal. You see, you're totally right. And it's a brilliant example because I did not respect my own gift. Yeah. That's really what we're wanting to explore now with you, where you have your gifts and where you have, you find them in joys, and we'll do later on these exercises, and where you find your core gifts in your wounds. So let's just does that make sense?
Yes, definitely. Thank you.
So please interrupt me if there is anything you want to ask, because I think for me, it's so important that I'm helping you to guide you towards something which will be part of your fulfillment and your love for yourself and for a partner. So we want to get away from superficiality. That's the key thing. We want to get away from superficiality. We want to dig deep and find all the layers of protection around our souls where we were wounded once, and we want to remove them because it's actually in our vulnerability. There are the core gifts. So in the course, Deeper Dating teaches us how to heal from within and how to remove the barriers. So talking about the core gifts, it's about finding your potential. I always think that core gifts are the sacred part of you. Yeah. And what are they and how do we find them? So these core gifts are found in moments when we feel most vulnerable, are moved deeply, feel embarrassed perhaps by our sensitivity, and try and hide our sensitivity. And the more we become aware of them, the more confident we become in exposing and sharing our vulnerability. Because at the end of the day, intimacy is about sharing vulnerability. You share with your partner, with your love partner, completely different parts than we would as friends. That is that very, very special relationship. And it is built on the allowing each other to be vulnerable. And that vulnerability is not used or abused by the other. So when you start connecting with your sacred gift inside, when we're uncovering it, it will help you. That search for love will become different. You will look for partners who can actually cherish and honor you. It's a very, very important part. You know, that you're cherished and that you're honored. So now in this journey to love, which is a new way of loving, it is really quite important to choose a person, one or two, who could be your learning partners. It could be a person you trust, a friend, and you can say to that person, look, I'm fed up with my love life the way it was. I would like to dive deeper, but I need somebody who is there who I can trust. And this learning partner, and you can have one or two, you can build your own dream team, your love dream team. People who keep you going on this journey and who support you. Now, these people you choose must never, never criticize you. Never. Never question whether you've got it right or wrong. These people, you must trust them, that they are there to love you through a new process of life. So they mustn't criticize you. They must not doubt you. They are there to help you learn to love from the depth of your being. So,
Charlotte, are these two people that we imagine now for the sake of the exercise, or do we have to choose real people?
No, we're not doing the exercise right now. I'm just saying, that after we've finished and you are listening to the recording, then perhaps out of your friends, you choose one or two people, who will help you through this journey, if you want to take this journey. Yeah. And I think with the recording today, you will get so much so that you could actually say, I would like to lead a different life, and I want to live and love through the depths of my being. And for that, you need this dream team. We all have friends we can trust, but they must not criticize you. That's a key thing. So whatever we do today, honor your experience. Honor your experience. And let the ripples of this experience move within you in a very gentle way. Be gentle with yourself. We're all fantastic at beating ourselves up. But honor your experience. Let the ripples move within you. Be gentle with yourself. This course has got the power to touch you deep within. So it takes courage sometimes to look at things, but be gentle. So we start our first meditation to put you onto the path to love. Think of a few people who you feel have loved you most. They may be alive or not. They are people who long for you to be happy. Take a moment to picture each one of them. So don't choose people who hurt you. Not in this exercise. Later on, we choose people who have hurt you. But in this exercise, you choose people who really deeply love you and you feel loved. Yeah? You feel loved. You don't feel hurt. You don't feel disturbed. You don't feel, oh, I don't know what all this is about. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
So think about a few people who you feel loved you the most. They may be alive or not, and they are people who long for you to be happy. Take a moment to picture each one of them.
I think it was very useful to do this because it really gives you a perspective from the outside that you kind of think you know, but you have never really spent time to actually accept what they're saying.
Yeah. And what it does is it's opening you up. Yeah, it really is guiding you towards a deeper thing. And now the next exercise, we're going to write, I'm teaching you how to write a mission statement. And this mission statement, we're going to do together now. I would like you to sign that and date that and carry it in your bag, in your pocket, put it on your mirror, wherever it is, because this is a path to love in a new way and a deeper way. So, how to write a mission statement for your love journey? It's a very important part. Think of the deepest love moments of your life. Choose moments of all kinds of love, not just romantic love. But only choose memories with people you still trust and feel safe with. Remember how it felt to experience such deep closeness with another.